So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whenever you listen to this. This is Matthew Bailey alongside my critique and partner in crime, Ricardo Medina.
Hi.
And this is a very special episode of Beers, Beats, and Bailey. As a matter of fact, like we said in the last podcast, we were taking a break, because down here, Trinidad and Tobago, we are experiencing, or I should say celebrating Carnival. And
Right.
at the time of this recording, this is actually Carnival Monday, so we have one more day of festivities until Ash Wednesday, and in my case, back to work. So but
Right.
this special, as you could tell from the title here, has to do with last night's Academy Awards ceremony
Right.
and just the insane stuff that took place. The unexpected twists and turns that took place. Some good, some not so good. We'll get to that later. And I don't know. It's just something that honestly I just couldn't wait until Sunday when we normally meet up online or through Skype to talk about movies and stuff to really discuss what happened at last night's awards. This is just something that we have to get off of our chest here right now. So,
Yeah.
just kick back, relax, and just hear us basically just talk about what happened last night. And of course, I know some people did not bother to watch the awards. Some people didn't care. They were busy and stuff, maybe with Walking Dead or the
Yeah.
Mashkara or
That,
whatever. But
about that. Well, two things. I could imagine some people just getting prepared for in Trinidad would have probably just been being prepared for Juve maybe.
yeah.
So I doubt people would have give a shit as much.
Mhm.
But the thing is, like I find the ceremony as is was kind of boring. I find Jimmy Kimmel wasn't particularly funny or good. He just did all of his bits from his show.
Yeah,
It was
he
not
did
funny.
crack a couple of good jokes. The one that actually had me laughing a bit was the "We Bought a Zoo" skit. Where he was in the
Right.
theater watching that movie, kind of poking fun at
Right.
at Matt Damon. But it's
Right.
is right after Justin Timberlake performed, which honestly I forgot he was nominated for his song for Trolls because I didn't see Trolls.
Right. Those
But
trolls. Yeah.
is he said something to him, and I don't know if they were in on the joke, but JT looked either like he just playing sour,
Right.
to
No. Well.
add to it, but it looked like
Yeah.
he took it seriously. I wasn't
Justin. Yeah.
sure.
No. Justin is a total ham. If you ever see his stuff on SNL and things, so it looked like that was part of a bit. I think.
Yeah.
I don't
I
think.
see he did the same thing with Matt Damon when he was in the audience.
Right.
He cracked some at Matt Damon, and Matt Damon was scowling. Sorry, he
Yeah.
was
But
looking real bitter, though,
because
but
I found myself if it wasn't for Double Toasted and listening to their live stream.
yes, I was
Yeah. This
actually
was
watching that as well too. Actually,
Yeah.
I was watching the pre-show through them, but I
Right.
wasn't sure that they were going to show ABC's coverage in the live
No.
stream.
Yeah. On their side, they was like straight up showing it. They run through the whole show.
Right.
So it was just them making fun of shit and suits. And yeah, and on top of that, I was still even so bored that I was playing a video game at the same time listening to them. And
Wow,
only like
I was on Facebook basically. I was on Twitter just tweeting stuff. A couple of my friends was was chatting with me on WhatsApp, so it was just like
right,
my phone, then I look up, then to my laptop, then phone, TV, look
right.
up.
Yeah, and at this point it's just like this Oscars was kind of bad on its own. I find.
Well,
However,
bad. You really think it's bad or just more predictable? Like,
well,
yeah,
no,
if she win, or yeah, if he win, whatever. Who cares?
Presentation of the show.
Oh, okay,
Not
I got you.
particularly entertaining or engaging. I didn't get a sense of way, but this is real glitz and glamour. Usually the Oscars impress you from a just a production value standpoint.
Yeah.
This year was kind of bad, I thought.
But
It looked fine, but most of the performances was pretty boring.
yeah, well,
Not that
speaking of
interesting.
performances, though, one thing that kind of caught more off guard, like us, with all right, well, basically what I was saying is with Justin Timberlake, I did not expect he would open the show. So when I
Right.
saw him do the song, I was like, well, clearly this is ABC slash the Oscars way of getting more young people to watch the show. You know what I mean?
Apparently.
To actually
Whatever.
start off with a performance from Justin Timberlake. I mean, yes, we know it's Justin Timberlake and all, but he didn't have to start the ceremony. That's not how the best original song, you know, category starts off. It does not start
Right.
off the whole show. This is not the Grammys you're watching it. This is not MTV VMAs you're watching it. This is the Oscars. So for
Yeah.
them to
You
start
think
off
that
with JT is
that they
like
gotta have
kind of
a
weird now. You know what I mean?
I mean, Justin Timberlake have the age at this point, but yeah, still, it just felt like a lower class product in general. Whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, anyway, we just want to run through like what was predictable, what was not predictable.
Yeah.
Just to run the wins,
Right. But
and
but but but
yeah, most
but
of the
we
stuff I
yeah.
expected.
Yeah, but before we do that, so we have to well, have to have to mention this before we start. Actually, I got the news literally a couple of hours before last night's ceremony. Bill Paxton passed
Yeah, I
away,
saw that
age
as well.
61.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
We're supposed to talk already. Death of Bill Paxton. Really unfortunate. Game over, man. Game over.
yeah.
Uh,
You know, he
Twister.
was
It
he
had
was in
some touching stuff in
Aliens,
around this.
Twister, Titanic.
Yeah.
He didn't have a big role in that, but he was there. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I was saying it had a touching thing with his death involving Bill Paxton where they spelled out the storm chasers in I don't know what state exactly, but a bunch of storm chasers. If you could see it from the satellite, they spelled out BP. I thought that was really
Oh,
nice and touching.
that's cool though. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool actually. Um,
Wow.
but stuff like yeah, he died and he just a bunch of great roles he have though, like a ton of roles. Aliens, as you say, you mentioned.
Yeah. Apollo
Uh,
13 is one.
right.
Um.
And then he had stuff on Agents of Shield that
Oh.
Marvel did something about. Okay, yeah, he was the villain in one of the Agents of Shield, I think season 2, I think. Forever.
Yes, it was. But very underrated performance though. Frailty,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, classic movie.
classic.
Yeah,
Well, I don't want to call it an indie movie, but in terms of like low budget thriller, is one of the
yeah,
best like ever. You know what I mean? And I thought that Bill Paxton shown a lot in that movie. So yeah. And apart from all that, well, for Game of Thrones fans, I forgot the guy's name. Forgive me for this, but the British guy, I believe he's actually like legit 7 feet tall, tallest man in England. He played the giant from Game of Thrones, if you remember from season four
yeah,
or
he
five, I
died.
believe.
Yeah,
Yeah, he passed away as well too. At
right.
and at a particularly young age, I believe he was either in his
36
late
or something
or
like that.
either late 20s or no late 30s actually. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he died of heart failure, I believe it was, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, people that told us how does these health problems, so not that big of a surprise really. So
Right. And also finally for diehard cult Japanese film fans out there, I didn't
yeah,
even know about this because they kind of mentioned it last week. Legendary director Seijin, forgive me if I said the name wrong, Suzuki, passed away as well
right.
too. He directed films such as Tokyo Drifter and Branded to Kill, which is one of my favorite Yakuza films. And also
Nice.
that particular movie inspired, Tarantino, with Pulp Fiction. It inspired Jim Jarmusch with Ghost Dog, Way the Samurai. There's a particular
Yeah.
scene that pays homage to Branded to Kill as well too. It inspired Wong Kar-wai, John Woo, among many others. So, but what really impressed me about this guy is that he was like a rebel director. He worked under this studio, Nikatsu Studios, I believe it was. But he always had this tendency of making the films that he wanted to make. So he always injected some kind of like avant-garde kind of style to his movies. So
Right.
case in point, Branded to Kill is not your average Yakuza film. It has a lot of artsy stuff in it, a lot of weird stuff in it, a lot of quirky characters in it as well. And this really weird kind of dark humor that permeates throughout this entire movie. But this is one that I highly recommend as well too. But you see, like what I'm trying to say basically is that this guy, just for being this rebel, for doing things, for stepping out of the box and doing what his peers weren't doing. I mean, that's nothing short of inspirational for somebody like me. You know what I mean? So he will be
Yeah.
surely lost as well too.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So without further ado, let's jump into the results for last night's awards, and we'll share our thoughts on it. So
Right.
I'm reading it basically from the Oscars website. This is not in the order that they presented it last night. So we're starting off with best writing, best original screenplay. Sorry, Manchester
Right.
by the Sea won.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool, cool. I
Yeah.
mean, I
Not
wasn't
the
blown away
biggest
by the movie,
surprise.
but I heard a lot of great things that people were very impressed by the script. Maybe I just need to watch the film again
Right.
and read the script to really get it. But I mean, both of our picks were Hell or High Water, and unfortunately, it didn't
Right.
win. It didn't even. I mean, Hell or High Water didn't even win any any well that and Hidden Figures and Lion were the three Oscar nominees for best film that did not win any Oscar at all last night.
Yeah. Again, not particularly surprising. Manchester by the Sea was, I suppose, solid. I still haven't seen it, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Nothing like shocking right there. What else?
Right, and then we have best adapted screenplay. I was so happy that Moonlight won. I was rooting for this one to
Moonlight.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, not a big surprise. Not
Hmm.
that big of a surprise. Nothing again. Nothing quote unquote. Well, no pun intended. Nothing writing home. Nothing worth writing home about.
True, true, true.
Um, Not a big
Um,
surprise.
yeah. All right. Continuing with best visual effects, like I predicted, The Jungle Book
Right.
won. Um,
Yeah.
and we will get to the whole Doctor Strange
Talk
thing
about
in a bit.
yes.
We'll get to that in a bit. Don't worry, don't worry. But yeah, Jungle
Yeah.
Book won. I'm so happy about that. Next, we
Yeah.
have best sound mixing, Hacksaw Ridge. But originally, that was my
Right.
runner-up. My original pick was actually La La Land. But I mean, I should
Okay.
have known. I mean, Hacksaw Ridge, war film and all. So yeah, best sound editing. Did not expect Arrival to win it, and
Right.
that's like the
Yeah. This was
only
a nice
award that they
surprise.
won. So it's like, yeah, a nice surprise. I mean, job well done. I mean, Arrival had great sound. I mean, you would expect that from a movie from Denis Villeneuve. I believe that.
Yeah.
That surname though. Jeez. Um, Best short film live action went to Sing, which I have not seen yet, but I hope
Okay.
to one day if the director decides to put it out online for us non-Oscar judges to
Clever.
see.
Yeah.
Best short film animated,
Clever.
like we said, Piper.
Piper.
Duh.
Yep.
Of course it won.
Yeah.
Best production design.
Actually, I forget. I forgot that there's another film I saw in it, but I didn't know that got nominated for the Oscar. That was the one with the cowboy one. That was good.
Okay, you're not familiar with the name of it, right?
I forget.
Are
Yeah.
you?
Yes. I tell you how bad it is. I tell you how bad the relationship we have with these things are.
Oh, I thought
I
you meant
suppose
the
like,
movie. I thought you meant the film was bad. I was like, what? Okay.
no, the film was good, but in terms of how horrible our situation is with respect to this, Piper just control that paradigm almost
Yes,
entirely.
yes, yes,
No
yes,
surprise.
yes. Yeah. And good call on Pixar for actually putting that out, actually
Yeah,
showing it
that was.
before Finding Nemo. That was, yeah.
The thing I want
Sorry,
to talk
Finding
about with
Dory. What I'm
Piper,
saying, Nemo.
what I
Dory. Yeah.
find, yeah, what I find about Piper that's so special is that I was trying to put my foot on it, like what exactly makes Piper work, and I still here's what my synopsis on this. Piper does a technical thing that I don't think anyone has done so far, which is so if anybody familiar with the Uncanny Valley, the Uncanny Valley is a phenomena where when you're going towards reality or realism, it is end up having a dip into really creepiness and appeal, and then it'll go back up into appeal into higher into when you get closer um to realistic portrayal. And in the case of Piper, it kind of creates a bridge across that valley. So it's clearly not realistic. It still looks like animated stuff, but it's somehow because of the lighting or something like that, it makes it still look great. It's
Mm-hmm.
something about, as I say, it's crushing. It has built a bridge across the uncanny valley. That's the running metaphor I like using for this film.
Right.
I don't think I could think of anything else that did this.
No.
It really looks great. I mean, it
Yeah.
just looks so good.
It's so great actually the animation that oftentimes you forget that you're watching animation, and that
Right.
I mean it's an animated film of course because it's these animals moving about and doing things that are cute, are intentionally cute, but what impressed me was really like the depth of feel and how naturalistic
Yeah,
everything looked.
that's
You
what.
know,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Just lighting, right? Again, depth of field stuff. Where the shift, how the shift focus on wherever it is. I don't
right.
know how they do that, but they really come good with that. It's
Yeah,
really
it's,
impressive.
it's, it's, it's almost like they watch a BBC Earth documentary and just
Right.
copied it into
Exactly.
animation. And funny
Yeah.
thing, as I mentioned, BBC Earth, the character, well, the octopus, I forgot the character's name from Finding Dory. If I'm not
Oh, this is
mistaken, they got inspired from a particular BBC
a
Earth,
real story.
yeah,
Yeah.
a real BBC
I'm
Earth
familiar
video
with it. Yeah. That
about
is.
the octopus that
Yeah.
walk on land. Awesome video. So I would assume that
Yeah.
the guys at Pixar watch it and like, yes, we can actually pull this off. So
Take something like that,
Yeah.
yeah. And they do the cloaking thing, the whole camouflage thing, because
Yeah.
the octopus did the same thing, yeah.
yeah, although they heighten it up for for movie
Right,
purposes, of
of course.
course, but
Yeah.
All right, so we're moving along to best production design. La La Land, as I
Right.
as I
No
predicted,
surprise.
no surprise there.
Yeah.
Best original song, City of Stars, which
Right.
was my runner up. I
Yeah,
mean,
no
but
surprise.
I was expecting Moana to win, but you know what? Yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
yeah. But
Yeah.
on the subject
Again,
of that though,
nothing particularly surprising about it.
yeah, but on the subject of that though, the performance for Moana,
Right, put
yeah,
together.
that girl whose name escapes me right now. Sorry,
Yeah.
I just bad with names at the moment right now. Yeah, her first time performing in front of a Oscar audience, and I thought that she did a great job, man. I mean, for what she had to do there, it was excellent. It was a great performance. And honestly, that's like the only performance that really stood out the most to me. Oh, sorry, my bad. City of Stars did actually were the two songs that John Legend performed from the movie. The way how they pulled that off visually, especially where they recreated the Smithsonian scene, the observatory scene. Sorry,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was cool. Where you had like the dancers seemingly floating on air and dancing and all. I thought that was cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
so John Legends and that girl from Moana, they had the best performances, like musical
Yeah.
performances. Sting was okay. Who
Right.
else? JT was alright, I guess, but it's JT, and kind of weird that he had to sing "Lovely Day." You know, and he's like, "Come on, Denzel,
Right.
sing" or something along that line. He was kind of beckoning Denzel to sing along with him. It was kind of weird, but it's JT, so whatever.
Right.
Best original score, La La Land, of course, duh, it's a
Right.
musical. And now to get to the first controversial win of the night, boy.
Yeah.
Best makeup and hairstyling.
Suicide Squad actually won. Wow.
Suicide motherfucking Squad won.
Which okay,
What?
so even if it's the thing, I still think it's bullshit because compared to Star Trek, I find Star Trek was better.
Exactly. The only thing going for Suicide Squad is
Was
Enchantress
Killer Croc
and Killer Croc
and Killer Croc, right?
well, Joker and to a lesser extent Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Nothing else
But
really.
no, but to me, when you watch some of the behind the scenes stuff for Star Trek, it's like, wait, but Star Trek was way better though.
It was.
Whatever.
Yeah. We talk about the makeup, of course. Not well. The movie is great, of course, but
But the movie is better as well, right? It's another.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I mean, oh gosh, but I no, like the moment that announcement came out, I was like, what? Suicide
Right.
Squad actually win? What? Like I
Yeah,
just went
so,
crazy, but
as I say, you'll never hear the end of this.
I know, and just
The
the
memes
fact
already
that they
come out,
won
right?
over Doctor Strange is
Right.
Jeez.
Was Rich. Yeah, and the thing is, I find Doctor Strange did more in like, okay, Jungle Book was still damn good, but Jungle Book didn't do anything that was like, wait, this is so amazing and blew me away. While Doctor Strange really was cutting edge.
yeah.
in my
did
opinion.
Inception stuff. It bent reality, or at least the reality we saw on screen. That's amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't.
But what I was gonna say about Suicide Squad. The funny thing is that all right, well, for every or nearly every win, I posted statuses on Facebook. So the moment when I put down Suicide Squad 1, no, DC fanboys rejoice for now. A
Right.
couple of people actually liked my status and said, yes, Suicide Squad 1, hallelujah. I like a little see
Yeah.
the irony in my status, right? A little get, right? Guess that. But hey, Suicide Squad has its fans, so I guess they're happy, but oh gosh, man. It's Suicide Squad, so I
Yeah,
mean,
Suicide Squad win an Oscar. Yeah, the memes
just
around this.
think about that,
was,
then. Think about that.
yeah, the memes are really funny around this. Like they had
I saw the
But
Ha
this
Ha
boy,
Land
like,
one. That one was cool. There was one called
that?
There's one called Ha Ha Land. So it's Joker
Right,
and Harley
right.
Quinn embrace, just like how Ryan
Right.
Gosling and Emma Stone did.
It's-
I see
another
the
funny
Batman
one was,
logo. Yeah.
right. Another funny one was with we call it by the show Loki, we have an army, Tony, we have a Hulk, and then Suicide Squad, we have an Oscar.
I didn't see that one, but that sounds clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It was good. No, it's funny. Whatever.
Yeah,
Congrats to Suicide Squad.
Yeah, congrats, man. I mean, let's
Um,
hope with the sequel, which unfortunately we getting, and I hear Mel Gibson's supposed to be directing it. Let me hope
Right.
it's actually better, man. Let's hope that they.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, no, as I say, here's my thing on Suicide Squad. The running argument with Suicide Squad is that the movie didn't really get a fair shake. So it's like whatever. I don't really have an issue with Suicide Squad because you don't give a fucking movie with so many characters in a cinematic universe 6 weeks to write a damn script. So
True.
whatever. No.
Yeah.
It's not like a movie that had 2 years to prepare itself properly. And
Exactly.
actually
Like
the biggest
BVS
thing
or
ever.
like Batman v Superman in a sense. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Right.
that's why I don't jump on Suicide Squad. I find it so strange that so many people just be jumping on Suicide Squad is the worst thing ever. And it's like, yeah, but the movie had 6 weeks to write the fucking script. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like we know nothing mysterious about its failure. No. Whatever.
I think
Moving
it's because of because BVS was such a disappointment. Everyone was kind of hoping that okay, Suicide Squad could pick up the pieces. I all thought the same thing, and then you saw it. I was like, well,
Yeah. You
okay,
didn't try.
that was it.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Moving on.
Anyway, moving along. Can we talk a little too much about Suicide Squad? Best foreign language film, The
Fahadi.
Salesman. Believe it or
Salesman,
not,
yeah,
which I
yeah.
haven't seen, but to me when I heard that, to me that was like the best middle finger that the Oscars could give to Donald Trump right there. I
Right,
was like,
yeah.
yes,
I
ha
kind
ha.
of got that from it, yeah.
Yeah. And I like the speech that well, I don't think it's the director's wife though, but
I don't know what it is.
Asghar Farhadi.
But the thing is, yeah, no, the thing is more, it was a kind of protesting because Fahadi could have more than had the ability to make it to the Oscars, but he intentionally didn't come in and then
Yeah,
put the
because
speech
he
out.
took it like an insult though. I don't blame him.
Exactly.
For
So
a
it's a whole
president
shit.
to
It's a
come
whole thing.
for a president to come and tell you, okay, I know you are a recognized director by the by the Academy because he did win for Separation a few years ago.
Right.
For him to come and say, "You not coming to my country, Dre, because I have this policy that states so." I would think that's
Yeah,
an
yeah.
insult. So I don't blame Asuka for saying, "Well, fine, I'm not coming. Cool." And look what happened.
Right.
His movie still won. So yeah, big middle finger to Donald Trump right there. You know.
Right. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I didn't even get around to checking his tweets, and no, I don't follow him on Twitter, but it'd be funny to hear
No.
what he had to say about that. But yeah,
Right.
best film editing was Surprise Hacksaw Ridge, second
Absolutely.
second
Yeah,
Oscar.
that's
I was like,
a big
what?
surprise
Okay.
actually. I
And
didn't
then,
expect that to get through.
and the funny thing is that when they showed the clip, I was like, yeah, that movie really did have some great editing in it. But
Yeah.
I didn't think about it at the time when I was doing my predictions. But
Right.
props to Hacksaw Ridge, man. I mean, job well done, great editing there.
Yeah,
know?
Melly Gibbs come back.
Melly Gibbs come back, but
Uh,
yeah.
right. Well,
Best
so some of the big
documentary
stuff. Documentary
short.
feature.
Well, before we get to that, there's
Oh,
best
short.
documentary
Right.
short.
White House Sacco.
Yeah, which you saw, but I didn't see. But
Yeah,
do you
I
think
mean,
it deserved the win?
Again, stuff like that, because it's a documentary short, it's like who gonna watch it, and then whoever control the narrative. Sadly, is White Helmet the best documentary there? Probably not. I would admit that, but that's the only one I saw and the only one I had access to.
Yeah,
Sorry
Netflix,
to
right?
say.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is it? It's still on Netflix,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like whatever.
Yeah. Best documentary feature, like
Well,
I
they
said,
call it
my favorite
OG
movie
Made
of
in America.
2016, OG Made in America. Yes.
This is a borderline masterpiece in my opinion.
Yes, it is.
So well done. Yeah, this totally deserve it. Not a surprise. Totally
Yeah.
deserve it. Yeah.
But in retrospect, I'm glad that 13th actually make it to that category. But you had to give it to OJ. OJ was just a superior movie. And
Right.
folks, if you haven't seen it, check it out as
Yeah,
soon
just
as
make
you
the
can.
effort to see this. It's
Yeah.
so well done.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm actually planning to buy that movie on Blu-ray because yes, it's out on home media right now. I want to buy it. I want to get this movie on home
Yeah.
media. You know what I mean? All right. Best cinematography, we have La La Land, as I predicted. Not a
Right.
surprise there.
Yeah.
Just from start to end visually, this movie was just so lush, so gorgeous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it looked good.
Props to the cinematographer, Linus Sandgren. I think that's
Yeah.
how you pronounce his surname. Yeah. Although I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
that his acceptance speech was kind of dry.
Strange.
It was kind of strange. Like,
Yeah, well, whatever.
almost like he don't know how to express joy, I guess. But he did a fantastic job with this movie. So yeah.
Right.
Best costume design, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Like, look at that. I mean,
Yeah,
Colleen
that's surprised.
Atwood, great
Well, the thing
costume
is, those Harry
designer.
Potter films always come through.
Yeah,
So I wasn't surprised, but she looked like she was surprised. She looked like she was out
she
the door
was,
almost, like not
yes.
expecting to win.
Yes. I remember
And she was
like,
like, "What?
when
What?"
she heard it though, like she come out from
Yeah.
the audience, she mouth was like slightly open and she like stunned.
Yeah,
She even know whether to
Right,
go
I
back
thought-
and sit down or walk forward or what. That was a great
Right.
moment there. Yeah, but props to Colleen Atwood. She has
Yeah.
been in the game for years, and I'm glad that she got acknowledgement for for a really decent movie um, from the Harry Potter franchise, pretty much.
Right.
Uh, Best animated feature film, Zootopia. I was like, okay.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, I was like, all
Surprise.
right. No,
So,
I was
to
like,
see,
job well done, job well done. It's actually the
all
most
the
socially relevant.
furries rejoice.
Yeah,
Furries rejoice.
yeah, it's the most socially
Uh,
relevant of all the movies, so it makes sense.
right.
It makes sense.
We finally will get to see how deep the rabbit hole goes. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Best
then what else?
directing,
Best
Damien
directing, of course.
Chazelle. Like I
It
said,
shows
he
that. Yeah.
deserved it. La
Yeah,
La
it's the only
Land
thing.
is
In my
clearly
opinion,
him, on screen. Yeah,
in my opinion, he is. In my opinion, the man is a borderline genius. I mean, the man is he easily was the only thing in La La Land I liked is like, yeah, the directing and where camera movement and choices and narrative just work totally. Everything else in La La Land I didn't like that all that much, but except for that.
I was amazing.
Except for
I didn't even know that the guy is 32. Like he's my age,
yeah,
and
young.
this is
Yeah, real young. Guys won't make him. He's like that's a like a this kind of weird wonderkind.
yeah.
He really really is really top of the line. I mean, I really want to see what he could give us in the future because really, I mean, people like that is start early and then they'll never stop now.
Yeah.
So there's that.
And I could tell this man, just like I said in my predictions, this man loves his art. He loves his craft. You
Yeah,
could tell he has a passion for musicals, for
and he's
classical
he's such a
classic
hipster,
movies actually.
and he looked like such a hipster about the whole thing because he was like he was like, well, whatever. He kind of don't really he kind of the Oscars kind of beneath him. He looked like that, yeah, just a pure craft guy now.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
he part of the game, so I wait with and
of
just give
course.
me money to make more movies.
Yeah, but I'm glad to have directors out there that not willing to sell out or dumb themselves down, to put out a work of art, man. So yeah, props to
Right.
Damien
Yeah.
Chazelle. Hope he makes
Right.
more great movies. He on this real
Yeah.
good trajectory. Whiplash and then La La Land. So let's see what he puts out next. Maybe a sci-fi. I
Yeah.
don't know. Who knows? Maybe he might do a
No, yeah,
like a
but
Blade Runner
he's
2049
an
kind of thing.
excellent, excellent director. Totally deserve it.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Now for actors, or sorry, yeah, actor. So best
Yeah,
supporting actor, our boy Mahershala Ali
yeah, Mahershala Ali.
for
Yeah,
Moonlight,
Mahershala Ali.
much
Yeah,
deserved. Yes, and the thing is, like,
much
I
deserved. Yeah,
watched
not
over,
surprised.
and the funny thing is, like, I watched over Moonlight on the morning. Well, sorry, yesterday morning before the ceremony. And yeah, like I was
Right.
just blown away by his performance. Like this is the second time I watched the movie, and I was just like blown away by his performance, even though he was just there for the first third of the movie.
Yeah,
But like every time he was on screen, he just had this charisma to his character. Though he just that kind of father figure that at least in my
yeah,
case, I would like to be to my sons or daughters or whatever. That kind of thing. It's real inspirational, and
yeah,
just the mere fact that he's a drug dealer, it just added this extra complexity to his character, and I thought that it worked out excellently. You know what I mean? Yeah,
yeah.
and apparently, if I'm not mistaken, he is the first Muslim American
Okay, right.
actor to win an Oscar. Yeah.
Okay,
So, props to Mahershala Ali. Hopes that he continues to star in great movies. I'm not sure if he's gonna be back in the upcoming season of House of Cards. But I'm just hoping that he just continues to do the Hollywood route. Maybe he could be like the next Denzel Washington. Who knows? You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Yeah. And on the subject of Denzel Washington and Fences,
yeah,
Viola Davis, Best
yeah,
Supporting Actress for
yeah,
Fences. Much, much, much deserved. I was looking up
yeah.
like a
That's a
couple of videos online, like Oscar predictions. A lot of people were saying that if she did not win for Best Supporting Actress, they wouldn't care about the Oscars anymore.
yeah. Flip tables. Yeah,
Yeah, she earned that. And like I was looking at this Jimmy Kimmel interview that she was in actually, and she was saying that when she does cry, snot does come out of her nose. So it's funny that she did it, and people just remember that snot basically. But
yeah.
Viola Davis, she deserved it. Best Supporting Actress, yeah, great. Uh, Best Leading Actor, Casey Affleck. I was
Right.
like, all right, but that was more runnable actually. So cool. Props to Casey Affleck.
Mm.
Just remind me, Ben Affleck. I know he won for Argo, right? But he didn't win like a best actor or got nominated for best actor for anything, right?
I
Or
don't think so. No.
we didn't get nominated for Argo. I know
This
he
best
starred in
director. I
it,
think.
right? Yeah. Yes. He was nominated for it, but Ang Lee won for Life of Pi in that year,
Right.
2013. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. But yeah, Casey Affleck, great job. Like I said in my predictions, um, I liked how he portrayed that character. It felt so real.
Right.
At first, I wasn't sure what to make of him, but then as soon as the particular event in the movie takes place, the tragic event, that's when I started understanding the character. I was like, yes, I do get where he's coming from. And I thought, like,
Right.
acceptance speech wise, I like the moment where he said Denzel taught me how to act. That was,
Adele.
yeah.
Adele looks salty. That part, eh?
Yeah. He was like, yeah.
Yeah. Keep your name out my
Cracker.
mouth.
No, but I see what Casey was trying to do there. He was trying to,
Right.
pay tribute
No, but
to the other nominees.
yeah, but that was a hard category too, eh? So it's like it could have go either way,
Yeah.
So it's either way. I find, but no, Casey Affleck character, you had that hard to pull off. So it's like whatever. And well, of course, everybody bitter because of the whole scandal behind the scenes, which go on flare up in the next couple of days or whatever, or the next week or so, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. We'll see. But
Yeah.
what matters now is that he has an Oscar for Best Actor. So
Yeah,
he
right.
did. So clearly he did right by his older brother's eyes now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Best.
Oh, Damon and him had a great bitter, whereas with his Matt Damon plus guest.
Yes.
As was Ben
We
Affleck.
forgot to mention
That
that.
was
That was a great moment there, by the way. That was cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
And Jimmy Kimmel
Right.
had to do the had to bring the flair to the musicals. Oh gosh, the background music basically. Every time Matt
Right,
Damon's
yeah.
trying to talk, that was a funny moment. So Jimmy
Right.
Kimmel get points for that. Cool. Best actress, Emma Stone. And the
Bullshit.
funny thing is, yes. But before we get to that, the
Bullshit.
funny thing
Sorry.
is, I kind of not surprised.
Me
I'm
neither.
kinda
I'm
not
not
surprised when
that
you
surprised,
think
but
about
yeah,
it.
still bullshit. Still
Yeah.
bullshit.
But,
Sorry,
yeah,
that
wait,
is
wait.
everybody else in that category. Everybody else in that category better than her, in my opinion.
I know. I
Everybody
think they
else
just threw it out to she because she sing and you know what I mean. She was trying since Birdman, by a couple of years ago.
Bullshit. I forget Birdman was a thing. No, but still bullshit. Sorry, it's a bullshit thing. Everybody else who pair better than her. Natalie Portman better than her.
I know. Right?
Where's Ruth
Rude nigga was better than her, Jen. Acting wise,
nigga better than her. We call she even Mel Streep better than her. Come on.
But
Bullshit.
here's the thing, what was when Emma won? The first person that came to mind was Anne Hathaway when she won for Les
Right.
Miserables. Like I don't know, like you
Right.
have to
Yeah,
sing
that's
or you
their
have to
bullshit,
sing
yeah.
in front of a camera, and you have to be real
Yeah.
emotional when you do it, and that is a guaranteed way. Guaranteed way, to get an Oscar. So
Yeah,
Emma
crap.
did it for her audition scene, and she got an Oscar. But
Whatever.
all that aside, though, I'm glad for her. I'm really glad that she get an Oscar.
Yeah, congratulations. Moving on.
Yeah,
But
so she joined the club with Jennifer Lawrence and those young actresses who win Oscars and stuff. So
Right.
let me see if she continues making great movies or is she just gonna look for another excuse to star alongside Ryan Gosling. You know what I mean? I don't know.
yeah, something.
Right. I know
And well,
for the moment
the
of
best-
truth. The moment
the epic season finale
epic
twist.
season finale twist. M.
Twist
Night
the Black History
Shyamalan
Month.
co-wrote this.
Yeah,
I
M. Night
didn't even
Shyamalan,
know
which
that
is like
until I saw the
hilarious,
end credits. I was like, wow. So,
Yeah.
folks, so at first, all right, we had to explain what happened, right? So first of
Right.
all, Bonnie and Clyde themselves, Faye
Yeah.
Dunaway
Warren Beatty and Faye
Warren
Dunaway
Beatty
came on.
came on screen. I was like, okay, I see what they're doing there, homage to old school cinema, blah, 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 blah. And, they did the best picture stuff. It's a nice little montage. That was cool and everything. Yeah, they took from the trailers, but that don't matter. It's just the movies and it look good, right? And then by the time they reach to, and the best picture goes to, Warren Beatty
Right.
opens up the envelope and he's looking
Right.
and he's
No,
trying to
that's what happened.
yeah,
He
continue.
got the wrong. Right, but Ron Beatty got the wrong.
He got the wrong envelope. That's what happened, yeah. But
Right,
what catch
and-
was like the first time when like he was taking a long while to see it now.
Yeah. So you
And
wonder
he
like
seemed kind of smiley, like what going on here? What going on? And then Faye's like,
Right.
come on, you're making joke, yeah, or whatever she said. Took it up,
Yeah.
and she know with she cataracts because at first I
He
thought it
made,
was
and
Warren
he made the
Beatty and his
mistake of showing
cataracts.
it to
Yeah.
her. Instead of saying,
Yeah,
well, have a mistake here or something like that. Because, like, why you just have her name now? Have Emma
exactly.
Watson's name. So
Yeah,
just, well,
like
anyway,
but yeah, you're right. Warren could have
so Faye
explained
Dunaway
to Faye
basically
what
Steve
happened.
Harvey.
But yeah, Faye pulled off the Steve Harvey. Continue.
Yeah. Read it incorrectly. And she yelled out, yeah, La La Land.
Yes,
And
and the
unfortunately,
music from the movie came up, and people was like,
yeah.
"Wow, yes, La La
So,
Land one, yes, yes."
it finally proved that there's one thing that I always say that apparently the only people who know the Oscars beforehand is accountants, right? That's it. Nobody else knows, and so they didn't check or have some censor beforehand. So because the everybody's playing the music that they should have played, what you call it, the band now. The band played the music immediately, so it's not like they knew what was gonna play. They just had everything ready now.
Right.
But win, and they'll play the song, and then they were up on stage, everybody talking, and then the fella's like, no, they made a mistake. This is not a joke.
Yeah.
Moonlight is the actual win.
one question: was it Damien who said it, or was it somebody who was working alongside him?
No, it was somebody. I forget who it was. Damien was in the background, just being silent, and he wasn't hearing them at all.
Right.
And everybody was looking weird now because Emma Watson was standing there for no reason, and she was like, "Yeah, something wrong with this too." Because
Emma Stone, not to be confused with Emma Watson.
yeah, well, she was supposed to be in the movie. Yeah, you see how bad it is, right? I'll say here's the one thing that I find so strange. Why would you have replications? Why would you have duplicates of the winning envelope? That's my problem with this whole thing.
I don't know. That makes no sense.
Because she had the duplicate, so somebody give Warren Beatty another version just him to read this.
But
like, why would you have a duplicate so well ready and waiting?
But why is there a duplicate to begin with? I mean, dumb question, but I just ask it. But why is there a duplicate?
No, I could kind of understand why you might have a duplicate, right? But like,
somebody rip it by accident or something? What? I don't know.
Exactly. Why would it be so readily available just to accidentally hand you it? That don't make any sense. Whatever. Anyway, Moonlight is the winner.
Moonlight is the winner.
Congratulations to Moonlight.
But okay.
I can't say well deserved.
I think it is well deserved. But what I would say is, is that 10 years from now, people will look back at this moment and be like, yes, Moonlight deserved it. Moonlight was the better movie. Yeah. Let's be honest. Moonlight is the better movie.
My problem with La La Land. La La Land, it didn't handle the subject matter in any workably mature way. That was the problem with La La Land, right? As I said, if it handled the subject matter with any amount of depth or even nuance, as say, Don't Think Twice did it, then I would have rated La La Land higher. But La La Land, like every scenario in La La Land that was supposed to be emotional, like really, like you really get the sense that he sold out. Why couldn't he go to Paris with the girl? Little stuff like that. The script was a mess in a sense, so it's like it didn't really work for me. It's still well made.
Yeah, it is.
But I couldn't emotionally attach myself to these characters at all. And with Moonlight, again, is another case of, I as a straight man, can't attach myself to these characters. But the way how they made it work, that is good filmmaking, that you make you empathize and work with somebody who you don't understand, which is a gay black man growing up in the hood. How bad it is, he trapping, he didn't have a nice story in the end, and you're not sure what was going on. And it made you empathize with this character fully in this film. That's good filmmaking, that's good storytelling. And that, no surprise the movie won.
Yeah, no surprise at all.
Right? I still have with movies like this, I still have a big issue with just not highlighting any of the flaws of the film. Again, it's a bad sign when you have to turn to Armand White to look for flaws, especially when it comes to black films. But the movie is very, very good. It is worth it. It does deserve its Oscar win. So congratulations to Moonlight. No complaint.
Honestly, like I said before, I think Moonlight is the better film. It actually is one of my favorite movies. What I would say is, like, if I saw it last year, this would have easily have been a top 5 for me.
Top, actually.
It's such a great movie, and not just because of the subject matter or the cast and crew, but just the story itself. I'm really glad that it also won Best Adapted Screenplay. I just thought that the way how it made this subject matter so universal that anybody could relate to it, regardless of class or whatever. Anybody could relate to it in some way, shape, or form. And also, it's a big achievement too for indie film. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's another thing about it. The movie was what, 1.5 million?
I'm not sure what the budget was, but I know it made way more than
lowest budgeted film that win an Oscar.
Yeah.
That's the
And
real news here. So
yeah, and oh yes, I forgot to mention, the kind folks at 824,
yeah.
must be feeling like yes, must be feeling like really ecstatic right now. Like their company name, their company is like on the map now. Like literally, people
No,
just
no, but
can't wait to look out for this stuff now.
no, but they were always up there in my opinion. I mean, they just was belting out so many good films for the last 4 or 5 years in my opinion. So it's like whatever.
Yeah,
So they reached apotheosis with this film. I mean, they really came good.
yeah. But just to get back to that moment though, that moment where everybody was shocked to hear that it was actually Moonlight that won though.
Yes, right.
Yeah,
I Janelle
is the other
Monáe,
guy come and say, no, actually, we're not kidding here. Moonlight, you won.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then he
what?
showed the actual letter, envelope, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sad.
And I saw like everybody in the audience was just like in
Yeah,
shock, boy. Like,
yeah,
I don't know, I was in shock too. This is like after 1 o'clock in the morning. I was like, what? Like,
yeah.
just going off now, literally
Yeah, that
going off.
cracked
It
me up
was
though.
real
That's funny to me
crazy.
though.
Yeah.
That was genuinely funny to me though. It's like that just cracked me up. It was like wow.
Yeah. And it's so ironic when you think about it too, because, something like Moonlight, an all black cast, this subject matter,
Yeah,
it's like an Oscar darling, but it's not gonna win, Best Picture. You have to give it to the big movie, the big lavish movie, and
right.
apart from Hacksaw Ridge, the only big lavish movie you have there is La La Land. So of course it go win. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But like I said, the better movie won, and I'm so happy that it won though. But it's just the weird circumstance that it did win. That's kind of weird. That's kind of a bummer to me. You know what I mean?
right.
Yeah, like it really honestly could have just been the presenter got the right envelope, said the right movie, and that's it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because Barry Jenkins didn't get a chance to have a proper speech, in my opinion, for this. Because of the time allotted to him. So it's like, okay, so it undermined the thunder a little bit for Moonlight, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I say, I totally like this win. As I say, great season finale ending for Black History Month.
Of course, of course, of
Um,
course. Big M Night Shyamalan twist, by the way.
was at
It
the end,
caught
yeah.
everyone off guard.
That
It's like the
tweet,
biggest
that
twist
tweet he did, that tweet he
since
did crack.
Sixth Sense.
Yeah, that tweet he did to crack me up when he said that. He said, "Jimmy Curl, we got them." Oh, that was so funny when you do that, boy.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah. What else I was gonna say about that boy? But at first I thought it was Warren Betty's fault, but then he
Yeah,
came and said, well, no, the envelope that he saw that he got said Emma Stone La La Land. And at first
that's
I
just so,
thought that
that's just
it
so,
was his bad eyesight, however.
right.
He spelled it wrong, but then when I watched over the clip, it's Faye Dunaway was the one who said La La Land, so it's
Well,
on
that's
her.
the thing. He made the mistake of giving it to her and showing her you know showing it to her, and she just blurted it out now.
Yeah,
So
like I
well,
thought both of them want to look at it and be like, well, some wrong, some
something
wrong.
wrong. But
Let me just
she like
pause the show for a
and she
minute,
didn't
come
care now.
help you out, do something, blah blah blah.
And
Let's
it's
just
sad and
see it.
embarrassing for everybody involved. It's really sad and embarrassing. But whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
This Oscar,
that's it. This is
other
probably
than
the most.
other than that ending per se, this Oscar was kind of boring for me. It was kind of a lot of it was predictable. The stuff that happened that I didn't expect to happen, all right, it played out the way it did. But yeah, I wasn't that hyped for this Oscar. This Oscar was kind of boring for me and kind of weak, I think, overall. But the movies
So
that win deserve to win.
yes,
As
if you could give it a rating, what would you give it?
you know,
I had to put you on the spot, man.
I give it a CC. It's a CC8 Oscars.
Wow.
Unprofessional. Unprofessional, give it and making duplicates for no good reason and then handing the wrong duplicate. Unprofessional. That's like a bad edit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rating wise, I would give this 3.5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
It was definitely worth checking out. I wasn't blown away by most of the wins anyway, but it's not like, I mean, I do come in with high expectations anyway, and I do kind of expect that there would be some disappointments or some unexpected wins and whatnot, and I got that
Right.
with Suicide Squad in particular, with Emma Stone, with Hacksaw Ridge winning Best Film Editing and all that stuff. I mean, but they expected her. But apart from that, though, it's kind of like the same old same, but it honestly redeemed itself in the last 5 minutes, though.
That ending though. Because
That ending
that
was
people that turned off,
incredible.
I don't know if people turned off the Oscars, They turned it off when they saw La La Land Wonder. And it's like, alright, whatever. And they turned off the show not to realize that, moments later that bullshit happened there. Like, well, would. So they missed that actually. That cracked me up, dude. That real cracked me up when I
No,
see
it is. It is a particularly funny moment, though. But I was shocked at the same time. Though I couldn't believe this actually happened. Though.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyway,
so Faye Dunaway's relevance have been renewed thanks to the awards. She should feel proud of herself.
The memes around this has been so funny. So like it's a La La Land, LL Land, and show two crying Jordans in the they have a pic with the two crying Jordans in the dance. Like the internet didn't stick at all with this dread.
I'm not surprised. They had a whole day to pull this off.
Again, had a bunch of memes around it. Another funny thing is the show Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty as Bonnie and Clyde waiting for whoever the intern was, and they showed them dress up like Bonnie and Clyde waiting outside for them. Because
to shoot them, right.
The internet really did stick. A really funny meme is Mashallah Ali. Instead of him dipping the boy in the water, you see him dipping an Oscar in the water. That was funny.
All right. I feel
well done, but overall, really well done. It just the internet make this funny too.
Yeah, well, apparently there's something there's a set of memes going on called the envelope gate memes. So they just changed everything. So for example, there's one called Hillary Clinton, President of the United States.
Yeah, right.
That one was hilarious.
Yeah. And just everything around that. So they had Hillary Clinton win the one. It is best game in console PC for 2017. Pineapples belong on pizza, and then they have the whole fake news aspect of everything. That would make it funny too. Is that everything is about fake news now? And they show Donald Trump signing a thing, and then they see him win up the Oscars in La La Land. Stuff like that. Now. Just everybody just start feeding into it. So it's just the meme economy just playing itself out in and around this. Yeah. And it just laughs for me. Quite that's fucking funny. Again, for me, the funniest is still LL Land. That was just because the Crying Jordan will never stop being funny for me. Because you can apply it to anything and it's work.
Of course, so,
yeah. Other things we will talk about other than Oscars. Kong latest trailer came out.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Yes. But I know about it. I know it's out, but I will check it out.
Yeah,
I hope to be blown away by it.
Badass trailer. That trailer is so badass. Kick ass trailer. I really have my hype to see it.
So is it IMAX worthy now?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely had
it. All right.
Guardians of the Galaxy latest trailer gonna come out tomorrow.
Oh, sweet. All right, I'll look it out for that then.
Right, and then this week, three big movies coming out finally in Trinidad.
Finally, we know.
The movie coming out for that,
which a lot of people have been praising for the past couple of weeks.
Yeah,
I have to just ignore all the positive. I know it's been getting a lot of positive reviews and stuff, but I just try my best to avoid seeing any reviews and spoilers and stuff now.
Yeah, I've avoided a lot from this. It was not hard because I don't know what the supposed twist is going to be in this anyway, so I don't care. Anything that is a twist, I'll probably guess it anyway, so whatever.
Okay, I'm not expecting the twists in it, know. But anyway, and also we are finally getting the Lego Batman movie. Like, I don't know, about a month and a half from when it came out.
Right. Yes, that. And God. Then, of course, another piece of nice hype is, Silence coming out. And, what kind of pissed him off? I'll wait till the end of the month for Get Out.
Are we getting that movie down here? Because I've been looking at the movie guides now for March, and I haven't seen any poster for Get Out.
No, the 28th. Just go, you'll see it. It's supposed to be Movie Tongue have it. Movie Tongue's supposed to have it at the 28th. I think also Cinema 8 have it, but Movie Tongue will be having it for sure. Because I saw it in Movie Tongue's list. I don't think it'll get pushed back. I don't think it'll come up sooner anyway. But I think, from what I understand, if it is coming soon in Movie Tongue, you should see it.
Okay.
You should see it. So it's March 28th as far as I know.
All right. Well, of course, I'm going to watch that opening weekend. And I really hope also, too, that it lasts for more than a week. Yeah. If a show like Split could last for like 2-3 weeks, then why not Get Out?
We're getting a bunch of great stuff, though, in the middle for this month. So we're getting, A Dog's Purpose I want to see.
To see how bad it is.
No, I expect it to be fun, It's just, I expect it to be fun and great, so I'm going to want to see it. Of course, Kong Skull Island, Beauty and the Beast coming March 22nd. Life, I was pretty hyped for that. That coming March 22nd. Power Rangers coming.
Yeah, I always wanted to know what your thoughts were on Life. If you thought it was just
I have no idea what
alien ripoff or whatever, Or Alien meets Gravity, basically. Yeah.
I'd have some good stars in it. Jake Gyllenhaal is solid business for me almost every time, so pretty much.
Ryan Reynolds, yeah.
Ryan Reynolds, not solid business for me every time. It's only Deadpool. But yeah, I'm pretty hyped for that. Power Rangers coming 25th. Want to see that?
Want to see that?
Go City Style at the end of the month, the 29th.
Yeah.
So that's the first big hype for the year, I think.
I have a sneaky suspicion they might push a couple of those movies over to April, but if they say they coming
They
out
might.
in March, we'll see.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
But,
we'll make
I'd like
sure
to
and we make sure to check them out as soon as we get the chance.
Right. And then, of course, Get Out will be coming on the 28th. I seen it on the 20th. No, I seen it push up to the release date 22nd, actually.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah, so that push up. It's on the 22nd, not the 28th. I thought it was the 28th. All right, cool.
Right. Okay.
So that's that.
Yeah. All right. So a lot of great movies to look forward to.
Yeah, I have a nice
month.
hype month. We'll see a bunch of good stuff for this month. So I hype for that. What else? What else I was supposed to talk about? I think that's pretty much it.
Well, we could kind of just mention it briefly. Well, for the diehard rap fans out there.
Oh,
yes, Remy Ma picked a beef with Nicki Minaj, and
yes,
it was epic. All right, if I could kind of critique it though, it felt like, but then again, this is Remy Ma, so it has a kind of battle rap kind of style to it. The way how she rhymed and flowed, it has that battle rap kind of thing.
Right.
And then if you remember, even when she got signed to Terror Squad or whatnot, she was doing battle raps. You know what I mean? And she could do that very well compared to her rival here, Nicki Minaj. Who got destroyed in this song though. Like the videos that came out afterwards with people's reactions, it was epic.
Too much.
Yeah,
and it's so funny. And it just, I get all the memes in and around it. It have like apparently Meek Mill apparently give her a sort of data. That is why she got all this draft on Nicki Minaj, which was so funny to me.
There's one where they took the picture of the kids from Boys and Hood. It's like, yo, want to see a dead body? I see Nicki Minaj body.
Nicki Minaj, yeah, classic. And then have Meek Mill, of course, it says Meek Mill transfer all of his L's to Nicki. Like, wow. I don't know if this is true. But apparently Nicki's like her clothing line like drop a set of sales overnight because of this. I don't know if this is true. It might be true. But if that is the case, then wow. Like, because I mean, we live in the age of the internet, so white America could keep abreast of this stuff relatively quickly though. So that was funny. It was like wow. But anyway, that's the last thing we talk about.
Yeah. So, but I will keep my ears to the ground and see if, well, of course, the big question is Nicki Minaj gonna say anything? Is she gonna
respond?
Yeah, she have to. I mean, come on, man. That's how the game is, you know.
Right.
So this technically is our year's Meek Mill versus Drake beef.
Right.
So let's hope it's just as funny and eventful as that one was.
Yeah.
All right. So that pretty much is it with regards to Oscars recap. So Ricardo, where can we find you online, man?
You could find me at Passat RMEDDY on Twitter. That is at RMEDDY, at RMEDDY on Twitter. And then you can just type in my name on Facebook and find me right there.
Cool. You could also find me on Twitter. Just look for Legally Black MGB. MGB and capital letters. You could also find me on Facebook. Just look for the name Machibili, as well as a Legally Black official fan base, where you'll see the link to this podcast here, this podcast here, as well as the others that we've done before, and of course my written reviews. And on the subject of podcasts, feel free to check out our thoughts on most, if not all, of this year's Oscar nominees. We talked about like OG Me in America and La La Land, and we saw as much as we could. Most we were fortunate to see on big screen. So feel free to check out our thoughts on those, and feel free to let us know what your thoughts were on this year's Oscar ceremony. You think it was like the best ever, or you think it was one of the worst? And what do you think about that particular Steve Harvey moment? what were your thoughts on that?
Okay, it has so much good memes in and around this shit though. I mean, like they're doing it, remember when Star Wars, somebody make a gif remember when the bad guy was trying to grab for the lightsaber and then the girl get?
Oh yes, for Force Awakens, right?
Yes. So they show La La Land trying to grab for the Oscar, then it go on the street. Moonlight.
Yeah.
Brutal.
That's funny, funny, yeah.
So that's it, yeah.
Alright, so that's pretty much about it. So once again, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whenever you listen to this. This was Machibili and
Ricardo Medina.
And we are signing off from another episode of Double Toasted. Oops, sorry, we made a mistake. We are signing off from another episode of PS Beats and Billy. So take care, guys. Until the next one.
All right.
Peace.
Yep. Peace.